Okay, well, the box says Team Lift, but I'm pretty much a one-man band, so there's no Team Lift here. If you ever get an office where you're going to have this equipment, one, make sure you're on the first floor. I am not. And two, at the very least, make sure there's an elevator and that you have a very nice delivery man. This guy just literally just put it right outside my door. He didn't even knock or anything. So thankfully, I got it. I have had many printers that are far, far bigger than that. Lasers that the apparel printer was like, is this thing even going to make it into my office? But this is not so bad. I do feel like there's something going on the bottom. Oh, it's just one of the straps. Okay, so we're going to get this unboxed and we'll see how big it is. The box I actually thought was going to be bigger. So that's actually good. I am going to unbox it. I'm just going to do it right here. Again, apologies. It is actually going in the spot directly behind the camera. I literally, as you saw, just push it through the door. I do want to answer some of your questions. Like, how big is this box? Do I need two people? I mean, I'm 5 feet tall. So I don't know if you need two people. You can push it. If you have furniture movers, that's typically what I use. I throw them under a heavy box and it works. I'm going to give you the dimensions though, because I know a lot of you are going to ask about that. So the dimension of the box, 33.5 by 21 and 33 by 21 by 24. Okay, so that's the dimension of the box. Apologize, you can't really see it here. It does say on the side that it's 45.8 kilograms. I don't know what that is in pounds, but you can, I'll put it in the description because I'll look it up after I do this. Okay, so let's open this up. Does not come on a pallet. Wow. Okay, this though doesn't want to cut. I need scissors, I guess. Okay, so it does not come on a pallet, which I appreciate. I hate having to get rid of pallets. Anyway, it does tell you that you need two people. I am not two people, as you can see. This is the UVDT fabric model. This is funny. Okay, I don't know. All right. The other one, the UV dual model, is also coming. And so this model does include the DTG frame, right? Like the platen for the shirts, which I did a separate video on, kind of explaining what else comes with that. And you can check that out. I will also put that in the description below as well. Okay, so we have the typical sheet here. I'm just going to read it quickly. It's telling you that you need 15.5 inches in front and behind. You need a foot on either side. Okay, what's in the box? That's always a big question. A mini adhesive mat, a standard adhesive mat, and a standard base plate. Exhaust pipe if you want to hook it to filtration. A mini base plate, moisturizing liquid, waste ink cartridge, a filter, all of the ink extractor, goggles, and then all of these like little things like power cable, US cable, gloves, fridge magnet, all that stuff. Okay, so let's get into it here. All right, so let's see what's happening here. Okay, so these are the two adhesive mats. Put all this stuff to the side. This is the platen. And then the standard guides, getting started guide and safety instructions. Okay. Now, if you've unboxed or opened xTool printers previously or lasers, you know that they the way that they pack the stuff is that they basically are very, very efficient. So if you see some type of packaging material, don't just assume there's nothing inside. There's also probably stuff inside the printer itself. This is lifting up. Yeah, okay. You guys have, I didn't cut this video at all, so you just saw that. Okay, so here is the printer itself. And then I will remeasure this so that you can see the size of this as well. So that's that. So it comes, I do like how xTool does their packaging, because that actually makes it very easy that you can just lift that top box. So I am going to make this as light as possible, I am going to take out everything that's inside, okay? I spared you, but okay. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if this is going to be able to stay in this spot. It's going to need to come forward a little bit more in order for the back door to completely open up. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough room on the front to do that. I might have to pull the desk forward maybe. All right, but let's just deal with getting all this tape off first. Like I said, I'm going to pull this as far forward as I can. But that's not gonna. Okay, let me measure now so I can tell you this door is about 13 and a half. So right now in the back, I have just barely enough. Okay, so I ultimately decided that this was a better spot for the Omni, because it doesn't have to be as close to the edge, and I still have the ability to open the front and back completely, which is really important. You need to be able to do that. So I swapped it with the other one. All right, we've got it in position and we are ready to get it all set up. Now, I will tell you, this is not a fast setup. We need to do a bunch of things. We need to put all of the ink cartridges in. We need to put the filter in. We need to do a whole series of calibrations that's probably going to take about 45 to 50 minutes itself. We need to do an ink extraction. Don't be nervous about that. I'm going to walk you through everything, but it will require that you do some manual ink extraction with every single one of the colors, if you will, in each of the two print heads. So there are 13 of them that you are going to need to take a syringe and pull the ink through. But I am going to walk you through everything from installing the easy waste tank to get you all the way through so that you are ready for your first print. But again, you cannot rush this. And I'm even going to tell you, if you run into a trap with calibration, how I fixed it, because I did. And I am now ready to print, but we are going to go get set up now. So I'm going to toss you over there so that we can get set up together. All right, guys, don't forget, if you are looking for same-day personalized one-on-one support, I offer all of that through Silhouette U. Everything in the description below, including a 50% off code if you join. See ya.